First of all, every girl needs a Be George's fan because you know what? I don't know if you're like me, but I sweat profusely. And a lot of you ladies are probably going through the change of life. So you're having your own private summers. So, you know, the most commonly asked question of me is, George, how do you do your eyebrows? My eyebrows, my nose, everything in my T-zone, which is here. You ladies always want to know, what do I do to my brows? So this is my natural state, so that you all know what I look like in my natural state. And I'm just going to show you a few things that you can do on your face in 3 quick videos to make your face pop in the morning, in the afternoon, and in the evening. So this is your basic brow kit, beautiful brow kit, which you can get for like 10 bucks at Walgreens. And it's really, really simple. I'm going to be using the contents of this thing here. Now inside there's stencils. I'm going to open it up and show you. I basically go with the shape of my own brow when I'm doing brows. But in the event you need a stencil, you can put it on your face. That's where your brow would be. But you should put it always on your brow bone. So if you feel on your face, we have a bone there on our face. It's our brow bone. Our eyebrow, the hair normally grows on the bone. And so you don't want your brow to be higher than that, because you know, you notice ladies sometimes have, it looks like their eyebrow when they've drawn them on or sketched them on, you can see the bone and it looks crazy. So you always want to make sure you draw, for the best looking brow, you want to draw it on the bone. So I will be using today, I'll be using this here, which is a brush. And on the end it has an actual brush and a comb. So I like to comb my eyebrows first. Make sure you're starting with a clean brow. So I don't know if you pluck your brows or if you get them tweezed or plucked, or some people get them threaded. I get mine waxed. Sometimes I get them threaded. It just depends on where I am in the world. So there we have it. Now my brow, this one is a little lower than this one here, if you notice. And on your face, sometimes you have a thicker brow, and sometimes you have a thicker side of, one side of your hair is thicker than the other side. So this side of my head, my hair is thicker on the right side, and you know, my eyebrows are thicker, and on here they're thinner. This is your basic Maybelline pencil, which I've used for years. And the reason I still use this is because it is an oil-free pencil. And I tend to sweat a lot, I perspire all the time. So I use this because it won't shine in hours to come. So I'm using Velvet Black, which I don't suggest for amateurs. I generally use dark brown. I'm gonna use both, black and dark brown, and I'm gonna tell you why as we go along. So the first step is to use your brush. Make sure they're both perfectly brushed. You want to start with the thinnest brow. You want to get it as thick as the thickest one. So here's the trick. You see this bridge here, the bridge on my nose? So you want to measure from the bridge to where your eyebrow starts and go halfway between the bridge and the start of the brow. That's where you want your hair to grow. So I'm gonna start about here, sketching. Make sure that you keep your pencil sharpened, because if you don't and it starts to get fat on the end, you're gonna get one of those fat, smudgy brows that looks like a tadpole, where it's really fat in the beginning and thin in the end. And I'm filling in just where my hair should start. So you see, this side is starting to mimic this side. This is my thin side. So once you start that sketch, you're just going to stay in that line and carry it all the way back. You want to do this lightly if you're using black, because you don't want it to look like too tattooed black. You want it to look like hair. And depending on the shape I'm doing, I'm going to continue to go straight till it connects to the hair where it's growing. Then I'm just gonna fill in that hair, that space where there is no hair. So you see that, how I filled that in? Then you take your dark brown, for me because I have black hair and I don't want the front of it to look too heavy. So I'm going to fill in the front with the dark brown pencil. so that it looks like the hair is growing. It's like magic. Look at that. And I'm gonna pull it through all of it. Just a little bit. I'm still sketching if you notice, because I want it to look like hair. Good old Maybelline.